That's all I know. So you can't expect too much from me. Do it. Stop rambling. Just go through my little hoard and look at all the pretty shiny little things, even though they're not shiny, but they're pretty. Okay. So, I did it again. There's really no excuse. You know that collecting books, purchasing books, and reading books are all completely different things. And I do a fair amount of reading, but I'm a book dragon and I like to hoard books. I like to look at them and feel them, and every once in a while rearrange them. Just go through my little hoard and look at all the pretty shiny little things, even though they're not shiny, but they're pretty. Okay. So, I bought some more stuff. Some of it I bought, some of it my husband bought as a gift for me from the local thrift store. Yeah, a couple of those books aren't in that great a condition. Actually, all of these are secondhand. The ones that I purchased were from thrift books, and the others are from the local Value Village. So let's just start getting through what I purchased. Yes, I'm in a different location right now. My cat may interrupt. I just didn't feel like setting the whole thing up in front of the bookshelf, and there's so many books, and I just didn't feel like it. So we're on my couch, kind of boring. There's some artwork, but otherwise, okay, down to it. One thing we got from the from the thrift store is issue 1 of Bone, out of Boneville. I've always meant to pick this up, just never have. And apparently it is a often challenged book. It's been banned a couple times in various schools across North America, and I always found that to be odd because it's a children's book. But I suppose that doesn't really mean much, does it? And what this is there's 3 cousins, adventure, fun artwork. That's all I know. I mean, this isn't a review. This is just me saying what I bought, so you can't expect too much from me. I found these lovely copies of Sun Protector of the Small Books, which are some of the Tamara Pierce that I don't have. Unfortunately, they're out of order, so I got 2 and 4, even though there's 5. But yeah, these are the ones that I got. I've never read them before, so I love these editions. I remember we had copies of the Lioness Cycle, or Song of the Lioness, and the Immortals quadrilogy, and it had these covers with the lovely illustrations. And I prefer that to the modern ones. So this is another Tortal series. I don't remember where it falls in the chronology, but who cares? I love Tamara Pierce. I'm never going to say no. Another thing from the thrift store that we got, a fairly, good copy of The Naked Sun by Isaac Asimov. And again, love that cover. I'm trying to get the ring lights getting all glary. I haven't read, was it The Caves of Steel is the first book in the Robot series, excluding iRobot, which I have read. But I have read 5 of the Foundation books. So I read the original trilogy and 2 prequels. Haven't read any of the subsequent sequels, so... But I love Asimov. What I've read, I've really enjoyed. So, it'd be fun to get into the Robot series. When I get The Cave of Steel. There's always some really interesting stuff at the Value Village when we go look. So it's... You find some of the strangest editions and like really odd books sometimes. Like this one, I found a really 80s looking copy of The Magus by John Fowles. And I know that I have read the synopsis for this before, because otherwise why would it be on my, wish list? I don't remember anything about it. It says, filled with shocks and chilling surprises. The Magus is a masterwork of contemporary literature. Okay, and it says, like, sexual love and moral awareness, fantasy, like, okay. I don't remember anything of this. I know that the edition that I wanted was the one with, like, Baphomet-looking character on it and, like, really cool artwork. But I saw this and I was like, oh, I might as well pick up a copy for $3. So, eventually. And then the last one that I got from, yes, it's the last one I got from Village, was book 1 of Dragonstar, so Stronghold by Melanie Ron. I've never heard of this book before. Never heard of this author before. But I saw a pretty cool dragon on the cover and I was like, yeah, sure, why not? Apparently this is a sequel trilogy to another trilogy called The Dragon Prince. But sure, why not? Looks like epic fantasy, and it's hard to go wrong with dragons. I mean, it's hard to go wrong with dragons. You can tell this is also a really old copy, because I don't think that is. I think that's aging. I don't think that's sprayed. Maybe it's a little sprayed, but my goodness, this was a well-loved book. So that was the Valley Village stuff. Now the stuff that I got from thrift books, I got the first volume of the Book of Ice series by Mark Lawrence, so The Girl in the Stars. I believe it is set in the same world as Book of the Ancestor, which is was it Red Sister, Gray Sister, and don't remember what the last one is. Holy Sister, I think so. Anyway, so yeah, this is the same world, but I think it's like on a different side of the world. But it was a really beautiful looking cover. So yeah, that was nice to get that one. A weird one that it says that it's kind of like a murder mystery set in ancient Egypt. So we got Murder in the Place of Anubis. This is by Linda S. Robinson. Again, don't remember when this came up on my radar, but it seemed like a really cool, weird book. And it's fairly short. There's really fun artwork on the cover. Ancient, what was it, friezes or reliefs? I don't remember what. Yeah, it looks like it'd be a good time. Another one, the stack from thrift books is a little bit bigger. And I've been wanting to read this book since I first saw it way back when at the world's biggest bookstore, when that was still alive. And this, I believe this came out 2011, and it's by Light Alone by Adam Roberts. Now this one, I've often forgotten the name, but I never forgot the premise of this. It's that in the somewhat near future, humans are allowed to photosynthesize. So they use their hair, like plants use their leaves, so they can never starve if you have hair. And one of the things is that the rich will shave their heads because they don't need to photosynthesize. They can afford to have bald heads. That's just the main premise. And then I think there's an abduction of a rich girl. But I thought that was a really cool starter idea for a story. So it's by Light Alone. The next one is not a super fun topic, but it's one that I've been interested in for a while. And that would be The Rape of Nanking and that is The Forgotten Holocaust of World War II. And this was written by Iris Cheng. A super dark point in human history, let alone in Japanese and Chinese history. But the more people who know about it, the less likely we will be to repeat these actions. These terrible, terrible actions that were taken by one people onto another. Yes, there are pictures. Not going to show those. But you know, I love history, even the unfortunate gory bits. All knowledge is worth having. Even the scary bits. So yeah, there's that history book. A little bit of a somber note. Back up to fantasy. I think it's fantasy. The Armored Saint by Mike Cole. Yeah, this is a old library copy that I got. But I mean, apparently it's really weird. Robin Hobb loves it. Sherry Priest loves it. Mark Lawrence loves it. Like, these are just the blurbs that are on the back. Part of the Sacred Throne trilogy. Girl who gets embroiled in arcane war machines, religious tyrants, you know, tries to save her family and her village. So that seemed cool. Not much else to say about that. Wow. The Nanking book really put a damper on my mood. I suppose that's appropriate, but man, I still got like 4 books to go through. There's this one, which was suggested by, I think his name's Mike. I don't remember. From Fit to Be Read. And he suggested this book here, Bright of the Sky, by Kay Kenyon, and it is book 1 of the Entire and the Rose. And he suggested this in like little known sci-fi books. And I absolutely fell in love with the cover. Don't even remember what it's about. But let's look at that artwork. It is just gorgeous. So that's fun. I got a somewhat beat up copy of Liar's Knot by M.A. Carrick. Still haven't read The Mask of Mirrors. Hopefully I'll get to that this month, since I definitely didn't get it in April. Wow, this is so chunky. Like, it's lightweight paper, but like you can feel that it's light and heavy all at the same time. Weird. Anyway. And the last 2, since I wasn't able to get these in Canada anymore, I had to go onto Thrift Books and find them in the States. These editions of the final 2 books in the First Law trilogy. So there's Before They're Hanged and The Last Arguments of Kings by Joe Abercrombie. I just really love the color block. So red, blue, and yellow. Man, and that last book is so huge. Oh, man. It's so faded. Anyway, yeah, those are the books that I got recently. Oh, damn it. No, I forgot 2. So I completely forgot 2 books that I bought. Okay, so I bought these about a month ago. I went to Indigo, which, for anyone who is outside of Canada, it's like our Barnes & Nobles. Used to be Chapters, now it's under the Chapters Indigo banner. But I bought The Unbroken by C.L. Clarke. Anyone who's on BookTube knows anything about fantasy. This has been a huge book over the last year. The sequel just came out, I believe, in the last month or so. So I will be jumping on that bandwagon. And also a little bit lesser known, but still popular on BookTube, is Kings of the Wild by Nicholas Eames. And it's a band back together, one last job sort of thing, with old Vikings. So there's that. Finally, okay, so that is all of my books in this book haul. I really need to curb this or read faster. So there's that. Cat, I swear if you knock that over, get your butt down. Hi. Anyway, this was a bit of a weird book haul video in a weird spot. Had a bit of a damper with some terrible war history books. Terrible war history. Anyway, let me know if you know anything about these books, if you like them, if you don't like them, anything that you would suggest along these lines. Just let me know down in the comments. Oh, cat! Your ass! Ugh, anyway. Yeah, let me know down in the comments what you think. Like if you like the video, and please subscribe because it really helps out my channel. And anyway, Aesop's going to be keeping me company now. I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.